Don't know why you left me bleeding. With a broken heart, tell me if I deserve this feeling. I thought that you know that we had something special till you end up all this way. Please tell me why you left me bleeding. With a broken heart, tell me why I deserve this feeling.
So gaming soundbar has been gaining traction, and Razer even have their own original soundbar, which is the Leviathan V2, and now they are coming out with a smaller but still pretty capable mini soundbar, the Leviathan V2 X. So this speaker is sent over to me by Razer Malaysia, and although these were sent over to me, no money has exchanged hand, and this review is based on my honest and unbiased opinion. So the V2 X retails for a good price of $99 US, which is around 459 Malaysian ringgit. So compared to the original V2, which is priced around $249 US, this is more than half the price, but of course you do lose out quite a bit features compared to the original, and especially that subwoofer that comes with it. So if you're interested in getting this speaker, please check out my links in the description below. So the build of the V2 X is a really well built speaker, and with all Razer's product, they are all usually very high quality and also very eco-friendly at the same time. So the cabinet of this speaker is made of a plastic material. Knocking on it feels very solid, so I'm not too sure if it's a wooden cabinet inside, but regardless, if compared to the Edifier MG300 that we've checked out previously, you can see that Razer's quality way surpasses the competition. So at the front of the speaker, you're going to get this fabric grille here, and the grille also is not removable, so you won't get that to enjoy that classic speaker look. And at the front here, you're also going to get that Razer logo, which looks really nice. And at the top of the speaker, this is where you're going to get some of your controls, and we're going to talk about that later. And at the bottom of the speaker, you're going to get these two rubber feet, which are really thick and solid. And here you're also going to get a 14-zone RGB lighting. So if I turn it on here, so there's a 14-zone RGB lighting, so I just turn it off actually. So here there's a 14 zone, you can see it lights up individually, and that creates a very nice lighting effect on your desk when you put it on top. So there's also two passive radiators at the back of the speaker. So if I flip it around, you can see the two passive radiators here. But then again, this is no match with the Leviathan V2s with the subwoofer, and if you want that fuller, more powerful sound, then of course the original V2 is the better option. So the controls here is also very simple. So at the top here, you're gonna get your input selector. So this allows you to choose between Bluetooth and USB-C, and next you're going to get a Bluetooth connectivity button. So this allows you to put the speaker into pairing mode, and next to that you're going to get your power source button as well as a volume rocker, which also acts as track skipping. And so these are basic controls here, and there is also no onboard RGB button, but all of the lighting controls are managed through the Razer app. So the speaker pumps out quite a lot of power, and although a comfortable listening volume starts at around 40%, it already starts to get loud at 60%, and anything above that is seriously very loud. So if you are concerned with volume not being loud enough because it's smaller, this won't be a problem. So as most speakers, features are not crazy big here, and you're going to get basic Bluetooth 5.0 with SBC audio codec only. Again, this speaker is targeted mainly for USB input, and to be honest, I think Bluetooth is kind of like a nice add-on, but honestly I think most people getting this is gonna use it plugged in. There's also no water resistant rating on this, so if you're drinking coffee while gaming, try not to spill it onto the speaker. And also the speaker does not come with any built-in microphone, so you're still going to need to use an external microphone for your gaming needs. So let's talk about the Razer mobile app, and it's also pretty straightforward, but it gives you all the controls that you need to adjust your speaker. So here at the front, you're going to get your picture of your speaker, which is really nice, and below that you're going to get a remote control for your speaker. So if you click into it here, you can turn it on and off, you can adjust the volume, you can toggle the Bluetooth audio, you can also click into the EQ settings from here. If you like to customize your own EQ here, Razer provides you with a 10-band EQ where you can just slide around and play around with the EQ, or you can also choose from the 4 different EQ presets that they have, which is pretty convenient as well. So below that, you're going to get your chroma effect, and here you can easily turn on or off the chroma effect. So you can see I just turned it off, and I can turn it on again. Very subtle, but you can see the light shining on the desktop. But if you click into it, there are a couple of things you can choose. The first one will be breathing. So this will be a simple breathing light, and you can see it change individually, right? It doesn't change like one shot, so it does a very seamless dance and just changes across. So the first one you're gonna get is breathing, and the second one is spectrum, where it's just gonna change between the different spectrums. So you can see it's grayed out because it's a preset. And next to that, you're gonna get a static color if you want to choose. So you can just choose red, and you can see the change is very subtle. It slowly glows into it. Rather than just doing a flick change, it slowly glows into it. So let's do green. So here you can see the change in the static one, which is pretty straightforward, right? If you click into red, you can see that the change is very subtle, right? It goes from green to yellow to red. And it doesn't do that quick flick change, right? If you click, then change, click, change. It doesn't do that. So let's go to blue, and you can see how it goes from purple and slowly changes to blue. And the color of the LED is extremely accurate, and it looks super beautiful. And personally for me, because this is a Razer product, I'm just gonna stick it to green, and I think that looks the best because that's like the Razer green color, right? So the next one will be wave, and this will be, a wave color, and you can see how it goes through that 14 zone LED, and it looks really nice. So below that, you're gonna get an audio reactive. So this one basically just adjusts the LED according to the audio level that you play. You can turn it on or off. Next to that, you're gonna get the same equalizer setting. And below that, you're gonna change between your input source, whether it's Bluetooth or USB. And at the top here, you're gonna get some additional controls here, nothing too much. So you can do an auto shut off, or you can add new devices, but you will disconnect your current device. So that's pretty much it. And I also don't see any firmware update available on this app. So that's pretty much all the features you get with the Razer app. So the sound signature of the V2 X is surprisingly good. Of course, you have to set your expectation right, especially in the bass department, since you don't get a dedicated subwoofer with the V2 X. And if I compare the sound quality of this speaker, it is very similar to the Kanto U2 speaker that I have, and the volume is loud, accurate, no distortion, and very enjoyable. So bass-wise, it is not very powerful. You can hear it, but you cannot feel it. I personally think that for any gaming devices, bass is something that needs to be emphasized. So if you are a hardcore gamer, this may not give you the best gaming experience. However, the mid-range and the highs are really good here, and whether you use it for music or gaming, vocals and clarity is something that is most prominent in all of your experiences with this speaker. So overall, I think audio quality wise, you're not getting shortchanged by Razer in any way, and they still sound good and compared to other speakers of this range.
I see the light inside you, brighter than the skies. Hold on, just let us escape and fly away tonight.
So if you use it through cable, latency wouldn't be an issue for gaming, but if you use the Bluetooth 5.0 chipset here, it's not particularly fast for gaming, and you do get quite a noticeable lag with gaming. However, watching videos and movies is really good with no noticeable lag. So honestly, for a simple setup, I think the Razer Laviathan V2 X is really quite good, and its compact size that fits under your monitor definitely is a plus point in making a cleaner setup. And if a bassy audio quality is not something that you emphasize on too much, then I think this is a pretty good option for you to start with. So that is it for this review. If you find this video helpful, smash that thumbs up button, share this video everywhere, and if you haven't yet subscribed, do consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.